Good morning, children. In the last session, we were discussing about the equations of motion. All the three equations of motions are discussed, are derived. Once again, I write that equations. The first equation is V equal to U plus A T. Second one is S is equal to ut plus half a t square. Third, v square is equal to u square plus 2ax. These are the three equations of motion which are used in the uniform accelerated motion. If the motion is not uniform accelerated, then also we discussed how these equations changes. If the acceleration is not zero, if the acceleration is not uniform, that means if there is no acceleration, then these terms will be neglected. Only the equation become v equal to u, s is equal to ut, v square is equal to u square. That is, the motion is uniform. Now we will move on to the next step, that uniform accelerated motions which are taking place in our daily life activities. A vehicle is moving on the road. It may be in uniform accelerated motion. The acceleration may be positive or negative, whatever it is. But naturally, in the natural process also, the uniform accelerated motion occurs. For that, an example is any object moving under gravity. Whenever any object is moving due to the gravitational force only, then that motion is always uniform accelerated motion. Suppose we take this is the Earth's surface, ground, Earth's surface. We know that the Earth is attracting every object towards it with a force which is known as gravitational force. And that gravitational force is always acting vertically downward because Earth attracts the object towards it. If any object is placed here and on this object the Earth is applying force, the Earth is attracting the object towards it. If we release the object, it comes down. In that case, we say that object is moving under gravity. And this motion of the object, when it is under gravity only, is also an example of uniform accelerated motion. Uniform accelerated motion. Similarly, if an object is thrown vertically upward, in that case also it is moving under gravity only. So these two motions, that when an object, this is the first one, when an object is dropped from certain height over the surface, then it is in uniform accelerated motion. In this, the acceleration is produced. If an object, this is the second one, if an object is thrown vertically upward, then also it is in the uniform accelerated motion. But the difference is, one is vertically downward, another one is vertically upward. And for these motions also the equations of motion can be applied. These three equations of motion can be applied for this motion also. Now if we talk about the object which is dropped from certain height, then here the acceleration produced, that is uniform acceleration, and that acceleration produced in this motion due to gravity can also be represented as g. That is acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration produced in this object due to gravity, that is known as acceleration due to gravity. In this also, the object is moving vertically upward. Here also the acceleration produced, and that is also called as acceleration due to gravity. But the difference is here downward motion, here upward motion. Both are opposing each other, both are opposite to each other. So now we will discuss the downward motion. In this case, the object is placed above the earth's surface at some height, and that is the distance travelled. That is the distance travelled. It may be s, or we can say it is the height also. Instead of distance, we can use the term height. In this case, the object is moving downward from this point. At this point, the object was kept at rest in the beginning, so the initial velocity is equal to 0. As it is released from this point, the velocity continuously increases. It increases. The change in velocity taken place equally in equal interval of time. On reaching the earth's surface, the velocity is maximum, that is final velocity. So during this motion, the velocity continuously increases, so uniform acceleration produces. Here the motion is downward. The object is moving downward. And the earth is also attracting the object downward. So the direction of motion of object and the acceleration produced due to the earth are same in direction, are parallel to each other. The direction of motion of object, or we can say the direction of change in the velocity. The change in velocity taking place vertically downward, and acceleration is also taking place vertically downward. Since both are in the same direction, here the acceleration is taken as positive. But here, this is for the first case. So the equation of motion can be rewritten as final velocity is equal to initial velocity plus, instead of a you can write g t. And the second equation of motion, instead of using s, you can write the height. That is the distance traveled. That is the height. Is equal to ut plus half gt square. Then v square is equal to u square plus 2gh. So these are the first three equations of motion which are changed for an object which is dropped from a certain height. Instead of, in the place of a we write g. In the place of s we write h for the downward motion of an object. When that object is dropped from a certain height, u should be taken as 0, the initial velocity, because in the beginning it was at rest. Now coming to the next case. Here we throw the object vertically upward. So the object is moving vertically upward. The change in velocity taken place vertically upward. But the acceleration produced due to the earth is always vertically downward because it is due to the earth. Here the acceleration produced is due to earth only. That's why it is always traveling, it is always acting downward direction. Acceleration due to gravity is always acting downward direction. In this case, we take the g is taken as negative. G is negative. Again, the equation of motion changes. V equal to u minus gt. H is equal to ut minus half gt square. And v square is equal to u square minus 2gh. The minus comes due to the acceleration comes negative. So for these motions, the equation of motion has been changed. For the downward it is plus, and for the upward we use that negative. So here we complete these equations of motion, and on the basis of this there are so many numericals. We will discuss in the exercise question also. There are so many numericals. We will discuss in the next one. Before that, we must complete one more topic, that is circular motion, that we will discuss in the next video.